Good morning, everybody. It is, I don't know what day it is.
It's Friday.
It's Friday the 14th. 15th, there you go, I have no idea. We've been walking for 14 days. We don't usually watch the news or anything like that. We just don't. We're kind of on a trip that doesn't involve such things. However, I put the news on this morning only to discover the attack in Nice by some deranged person, God knows what. Apparently there are 80 dead, and there's not really much we can say about that other than our hearts go out to the families of those who have died. Blue sky. We bring the camera down. Can you see there's a grey haze? Yellow grey haze ahead of us. We're just wondering whether we're walking into some sort of smog. It looks terrible. There's something going on. Oh, maybe they've had a forest fire or something, because there were reports of such things this morning on the news. Maybe there's been a forest fire. Well, that does not look good, and I can smell something. So anyway, there you go. Let's see what that turns out to be. We're just walking on the outskirts of a large town. The air is not as clean here as we have previously experienced. It's a bit smoggy. Just there's something in the air. Yeah, pollution or burning or don't know what. But it's not as clean as it has been. So there you go. But anyway, it's still extraordinarily pretty for somewhere near such a big town. This is on a bridge which we're crossing. It's kind of nice, really.
Sorry?
Here we are. This is what wet people look like. As you can see, my lovely dry clothes. Wet, soaking wet. That's wet. There. Look, Suzanne is, if you look behind Suzanne is equally sweaty, but her clothes didn't show it, but she's disgusting. Disgusting. Is her eating cake?
I am. I didn't really eat much at the last one, so I'm having a tiny, and it's a good size, as in it's small.
It's a small piece of cake.
So it's okay.
Anyway, yes.
They had really
what time
nice
is it?
cakes in there. Probably about 11. 10 past 11.
10 past 11. Okay, so it's 10 past 11. It's 10 past 11 and 20k in, got 9k to go. So that's probably about another 2 hours. It is
2.5 really.
2.5 because it's boiling. Yes, we thought it would cool down a bit.
You were so wrong.
Wrong,
Temperature's
wrong,
rising
wrong,
every day,
wrong.
so
Yeah.
it's about 30 at the moment.
We walked the French Camino year before last, and we did it in 28 days, and we were doing 30s to 40s each day. Yeah. 25 to kill here. Yes. Same time of year, both in July, and we could do the French one reasonably. This one is just murderous. Although I must say also, doing shorties makes it a nicer trip. So there you go. Whereas when we were doing the French one, we were arriving quite late. Doing a 40, you'd arrive at, I don't know, 5 o'clock. Yeah, 5 o'clock, which was not nice.
Yeah, when we were fit, otherwise it would be
Yeah,
No, it
later.
was 8, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You get fit as you do it. You get fit as you go along, you get used to it. So
This is it's the heat, isn't it? Heat is very draining.
yeah, draining. Very draining. So anyway, I'm gonna mix. I've got my cold bottle of water. The way you saw that flapping in front of the cold bottle of water. Yeah, got a cold bottle of water. I'm gonna drink the whole thing before we leave. It's about 1.5 litres. So there you go. Boy. This is a cautionary tale for all those who don't look after their feet properly. Did not file off her hard skin before leaving, which means that she got blisters under her hard skin. This is not a good thing. It's the only foot that she has hard skin on, and basically it's the only foot with blisters on. You would have thought she would have learnt from the past, but Suzanne is resistive. And yes, that's a rusty nail we're using. Suzanne wanted me to film my first aid kit.
Oh God, why did you say that?
Why did I say that? Because you just told me to.
Oh.
It's full of...
One of the reasons your bag is so heavy
Yes, is the first aid kit.
is the first aid kit.
Yes, there's tons of these rolls
Which
of tape.
we're
Yes,
halfway through, so we have used
tons. And
half of the
as you can
stuff.
see, there's tons of plasters. Yes. And there's IB propane gel. That's a Spanish one. Well, the Portuguese one. The other one's over there on the side of her leg, which we've been using. That's an antiseptic spray. That's Compede, pins, antiseptic wipes, earplugs. I should use those. I've been using plasters. Some silicone wraps for your toes if you get blisters on them, rather than having to wrap them in plasters, which I've been doing but forgetting to use those. Allergy stuff. Scissors, which belongs over there. Antiseptic. Just tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff. Just keep my finger away from the lens. My lens, there you go. And we're halfway through. We need to sort of replenish it somewhat. And Suzanne just put a really dirty tissue in
I know, I did.
because she's
it needs to go in
disgusting.
the bin.
Because she's disgusting.
It's, oh gosh.
She's disgusting. That is not.
That has got all the rubbish that I've just
Yeah.
created.
That's not going in. You know, just disgusting. Just say you're disgusting.
Oh.
So anyway, yeah, you just can't trust her. Tucks things into all over the place. This is her doing her foot. So
Because you can't just put plasters on; they won't stay.
no, did you put IB propane gel?
I
on there?
did, yes.
That's good stuff. Okay, so anyway, there you go. That's our
So this is our
first aid
roadside
kit, roadside punch repair kit. Suzanne had a flat foot, and we're putting a bit of a puncture repair kit onto it. So anyway, quite dull, but Suzanne wanted me to show you, so there you go. You see these drying things all over Galicia. And apparently this is the first one on this trip you will see, so there you go.
We are also on a Roman road.
Oh yes, this is a Roman road and a medieval bridge.
There's a Roman bridge.
And was there a marker? Did you say there was a marker?
There's a marker just there.
Oh, look, a Roman marker as well, isn't that fabulous? So, there you go. We shall walk on. It's actually quite a big one. They're not usually that big. They're usually about, 2 long or 1 long. This is 4 long. We don't know what they're for. We never have done. I think they're for drying meats or something. So, another derelict house.